Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here. Drake is barking up the wrong tree. Constantly, he's still barking up the wrong tree. Y'all are not going to want to click off this video. This is wild, y'all. This is wild. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Drake and UMG. What UMG is about to do to Drake, it's going to be never before. This is never before seen what they're about to do. This is wild. This is wild. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. We about to get into this video, y'all. Drake goes off on UMG in new filing about Super Bowl. Drake stuck in the 360 contract. He ain't going nowhere. So what they're about to do to him is never before seen. Watch this, y'all. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Drake just put Universal Music Group on blast in a new legal filing, and let's just say he is not holding back. From Super Bowl drama to being trapped in a never-ending 360 deal, Drake is making it clear he's fed up. But is this the beginning of a major industry shakeup, or is Drake just playing chess to get a better deal?
Yeah, I just think that what we're seeing now is
I ain't drinking a week. Hold on.
What we're seeing now is the repercussions of stepping on somebody that you shouldn't have stepped to.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they're not even in the same class. You know, in my opinion, Drake should have just put out a massive hit for the women and went on about his business. You know.
Stop saying that, because he's actually listening to people say that. That's how we got the SSS songs for you. I'm gonna just put out something for the women because everybody's saying that. And now look at you. Album's trash.
Oh,
you saying like after
after the first shot, you know what I'm saying? But pride is a mother, ego's a mother.
Kept going. I remember at one point I was coming downstairs, smoke, and it was like another Drake record's drop, and I was like, oh, okay. And I felt at that point, at that time, I felt Drake was being the bully. This is before Kendrick had dropped anything. I think a lot of people forget that time. Remember when he just kept dropping?
Yeah, I mean, they both did that back
and forth. I was downstairs on my
Chrysler 300 looked like a Bentley until a real Bentley rolled up. You know what I'm saying? You see that
Now
Hey, shout out to Cat Williams, man.
we all know Kendrick Lamar might have won the battle, but Drake is out here trying to win the war, and he's taking it to court. According to his latest filing in court, Drake is maintaining his allegations that UMG maliciously promoted Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us. And not just that, but the music company allegedly used bots to inflate the song's streaming numbers to make it look bigger than it really was. And here's where it gets really interesting. Drake claims Universal did all this on purpose to undervalue him before renegotiating the terms of his 360 contract, meaning—
Hey, shout out to Will Evans. He the one who broke this story a long time ago. Drake was about to be done with his deal, and it was renegotiation time. And so what they did was diminish his brand by promoting Not Like Us so he could bring it on down a notch. Now Drake wanted to renegotiate for 600 mil. They said, nah, we're going to destroy him a little bit. Let's go and mess him up a little bit. So now when it's time to renegotiate, we got something to stand on. Well, you just lost this battle, buddy. You don't look like you don't look like 600 mil worth of Drake. No, you don't look like 600 mil worth of Drake. Nope. We'll give you $100, nigga.
they wanted to make him look weaker so they could keep control over his money.
What he's claiming is that they were manipulating streams to push Kendrick Lamar and promote the song,
right?
Because it can pretty much devalue his next offer because he's looking at a new deal.
UMG was looking for how to cut out a lesser deal for him when it comes to renewing the contract, which, according to him, explains why they promoted Kendrick's song. Oh, and let's not forget that Drake also accuses UMG of paying influencers and social media platforms to push the song, all while hiding their financial involvement. But y'all, here's—
And that's one thing I don't understand about Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat is still running around talking about Drake, and he put you in that paperwork, boy. You bugging, nigga.
One hilarious instance that Drake's suit cites, according to Drake, Apple's Siri allegedly redirected users trying to listen to Drake's Certified Lover Boy album to Kendrick's Not Like Us instead. Now, this isn't some crazy fan theory. Drake's lawsuit actually cites a Vibe magazine report and a claim made by Jeremy Hecht, a well-known music journalist. Drake is so serious about this legal battle that he reportedly canceled his Australian tour just so he could focus on this lawsuit full-time, and honestly, that says a lot. For one, touring is where artists make the most money, especially when they're in a 360 deal where labels take a huge cut of album sales and streaming revenue. So for Drake to pull out of a whole international tour, yeah, he's really in battle mode. Drake's contract is similar to the ones signed by industry giants like Taylor Swift, Whitney Houston, and even Michael Jackson. Like them, he's locked into a 360 deal where UMG takes a cut of everything: album sales, tours, merch, brand deals, and even a toothpaste sponsorship if he ever lands one.
Damn! They want all his money. They own him. They own Drake. Meanwhile, Pusha T making songs for McDonald's, nigga, and Arby's, nigga. For real. Getting that real independent money, man. Getting that real money, man. You can't talk about Pusha T, man. And K-Dot, man. You own.
These types of deals make sense for up-and-coming artists who need industry backing, but for a global superstar like Drake, it's like putting a lion in a cage. Still powerful, but not truly free. That said, no one forced him to sign it. And let's not forget that everything seemed pretty good between Drake and UMG, until Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, being under the same music company too. At first, people thought Drake might drop the lawsuit, and he did on January 14th, 2025. But then the very next, he filed a federal lawsuit against UMG, where he doubled down on the same complaints. And get this, it wasn't just UMG he was coming after. Drake also went after Spotify and
Hey, we got a live donation. Shout out to Barbara Bryant. Thank you so much for your donation. This is a live donation, y'all. This is shout out to Barbara Bryant for your donation. Let's get it.
And iHeartRadio with the same accusations. Now, let's be real. Just like Lil Wayne, Drake was already salty about losing the Super Bowl halftime show spot to Kendrick. But what really stung? Watching Kendrick sweep the Grammys, taking home 5 awards, including Song of the Year for Not Like Us.
As selected by 13,000.
Hold on. Nope. Ain't even about to be fooled by that no more. About to trick us.
The internet ran wild with the theory that each award spelled out the word minor, which
Hey, that's a first right there. I ain't catch that one, y'all.
The internet ran wild with the theory that each award spelled out the word
Oh my gosh, they be reaching, boy. 5 + 5.
minor, which was a not-so-subtle jab at Drake's alleged scandals. But let's be real, that wasn't even the funniest part. During the Grammys, other celebrities were out there vibing to the diss track, straight up rapping along to the best parts. And did y'all see Taylor Swift? Girl was throwing it down like she was ready to risk it all. Who?
Look at
And as if that wasn't enough, the very next week came the Super Bowl, the biggest TV event of all time.
Hey, did y'all catch they said that they was doing that for XXXTentacion with this split hairstyle?
Super Bowl, the biggest TV.
Look, you see how the split hairstyle, you got burgundy and black on each side? And that's how XXX had blonde and then black. But that's still like, you know what I mean, a representation of XXX. Let's get it, y'all.
TV event of all time. Over 135 million people tuned in from different continents, cultures, and backgrounds. And somehow, they were all united in calling Drake a PDF. And to top it off, Serena was up there crip walking while Kendrick buried him on stage. At first, people thought Kendrick might back off from performing the song, especially with the legal petition Drake filed against UMG demanding they stop him. But Kendrick and UMG, they couldn't have cared less. Let's not forget how Kendrick built up the suspense, teasing the song like a pro. He even played it smooth, saying, "I want to play their favorite song." but you know they love to sue. Then when the moment finally came, Kendrick went straight for the jugular, smirking directly at the camera before dropping, "Say Drake, I heard you like them young." Fans didn't miss that. And to make things worse for Drake, that line became the viral sound of the moment. Everywhere you turned, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, content creators of all ages and backgrounds were recreating that moment. Imagine logging into social media and seeing your name everywhere. Not for something good, but for the absolute worst thing possible. Yeah, Drake was pressed. No wonder Drake showed up to his Australian concert wearing a hoodie covered in bullet holes with smoke effects. Because Kendrick really had him fighting for his life. In Drake's recent legal filings, he claimed that Kendrick's diss track almost cost him his life. He referenced last year's shooting incident where his security guard was shot.
That's who Drake looked like. Elf. Y'all remember Elf? With the little, what was it? A camel sitting on the couch? He looked just like, especially when he ain't got on no facial hair, he looked just like Elf.
Outside his house, and according to him, there's evidence linking the situation to the song's impact. Drake also pointed to the vandalism of his shop, where someone spray-painted "Not Like Us" across the glass window, turning the diss into a literal mark on his business. To be fair, people were being pretty messy, and Drake really fired back. During his performance, Drake straight up called out all the artists and producers who had vibed to the diss track at both the Grammys and the Super Bowl, straight up calling them p-. But for the few who stayed on his side, he made sure to thank them all. But this is the same Drake who was out here claiming to be unbothered, acting like nothing could shake him, and even saying,
Lil Yachty telling me, man, honestly, bro, like, man, he doesn't care, man. He's the GOAT. Like, he doesn't care. Then they both grew out afros. Now they look like the Powerpuff Girls.
he was intact, mind, body, and soul.
Streaming legend. Me, I do music, in case you didn't know. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm happy you left out that music legend. You got strict XQC. He weird too. I'd seen some footage of him and some roller skates with a bra on. You get him out of here, please, ASAP.
As you can see, fully intact. Mind, body, and soul, in case
Brody?
you're wondering. Right?
Mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. You need facts to take me out. Fairy tales won't do it. Cheers to everybody.
Words live by.
Words to live by. Real talk.
XQC don't know what the hell going on. He don't know what's going on.
Cheers to everybody.
Yet in his lawsuit, he argued that Kendrick was causing him serious suffering, even pointing to what happened at the Super Bowl as an example. Meanwhile, Kendrick's song just kept breaking records. It has now surpassed 2 billion streams, which isn't surprising considering it racked up over 23 million streams within the first 3 days. No wonder Drake swears it was all bots. Now, Drake's legal team is pushing hard to get their day in court as soon as possible. But if I were him, I'd cool my horses before setting himself up for another L. Looking back over a decade, Drake and Kendrick actually started off on good terms, even collaborating on songs together. But somewhere along the way, things turned sour, and a lot of fans traced the tension back to 2013. That's when Big Sean dropped Control, featuring Kendrick Lamar and Jay Electronica, and the rap world went crazy. On the track, Kendrick took subtle shots at nearly every big name in hip-hop at the time, including Drake, where he said, "I got love for you all, but I'm trying to you Nick. Make sure your core fans never heard of you." That moment set the stage for what would become one of the biggest rap rivalries of the decade. In the midst of all this drama, when Drake initially filed his petition last year, UMG didn't seem the least bit shaken. They quickly denied the allegations, releasing a statement that said, "Not only are these claims untrue, but the notion that we would seek to harm the reputation of any artist, let alone Drake, is illogical. We have invested massively in his music, and our employees around the world."
So boom, they like, nah, come on, bro. That don't make no sense on our behalf. That don't make no sense. See, Drake just looked at that as an angle for him to get out of his deal. That's it. He got tired. He been 15 years in. He tired. He like, yo, this is a nice angle. Somebody probably came to him, like one of his people on the lawyers, like, yo, you want to get out the deal? This is a nice angle you could take right here. You know what I'm saying?
Have worked tirelessly for many years to help him achieve historic commercial and personal financial success. UMG basically made it clear they weren't about to take the blame for Drake's downfall. And that wasn't even all. UMG took things a step further, stating, "Throughout Drake's career, he has intentionally and successfully used UMG to distribute his music and poetry, engaging in conventionally outrageous back-and-forth rap battles to express his feelings about other artists. Now, he seeks to weaponize the legal process to silence an artist's creative expression and demand damages from UMG for simply distributing that artist's music." Basically, UMG was calling Drake out for playing the victim. And let's be real, they kind of had a point. Drake has been throwing shots at Kendrick for years, even dragging his family into the mess. He went as far as accusing Kendrick's fiancée of paternity fraud without any form of evidence. And to make it worse, he even suggested that Kendrick's manager and best friend, Dave Free, was actually the father of Kendrick's son. But of course, those scandalous allegations weren't defamatory, right? And it doesn't even end there. Drake took things even further, accusing Kendrick of putting hands on his fiancée and calling everything about him a lie. But the worst part? He compared Kendrick's relationship to Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston's. Now that's just crossing the line. Anyone who knows anything about Bobby and Whitney's relationship knows it was a complete disaster, filled with substance, DV, and endless red flags. So for Drake to even make that comparison, that was beyond disrespectful. So let's be real. Drake was the one who went messy first, trolling Kendrick's wife and kids. And Kendrick, he wasn't about to let a diss aimed at his family slide, but Drake gave him something to work with, a rumored secret daughter. And Kendrick took the bait. Before Not Like Us, Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams, where he threw some major shots at Drake, rapping, "You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, huh? You lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come." And in the third verse of the
Damn, bro. Hey, look, that Meet the Grams ain't going nowhere, boy. Everybody talking about some, Meet the Grams fell flat because the numbers, it didn't reach its potential as his other brother songs. And get the fuck out of here, nigga. That shit, look, Meet the Grams ain't going nowhere, nigga. You got this shit fucked up, nigga.
The same song, K-Dot doubled down on the allegations, rapping, "Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father not active inside your world. He don't commit to much but his music. Yeah, that's for sure. He a narcissist, misogynist, living inside his songs. Try destroy families rather than taking care of his own. Should be teaching you timetables or watching Frozen with you."
Hey, look, he was rapping so calm on it. He's supposed to be watching Frozen with you. You know what I'm saying? Look, hey, look, that baby girl.
Or at your 11th birthday, singing poems with you. The internet ran wild with the story, and Drake wasted no time responding on his Instagram story. He posted, hold on, can someone find my hidden daughter PLs and send her to me? And then
we found it at that Nickelodeon thing. Yeah, her last name Graham and everything. Don't nobody want to talk about that. Matter of fact, we're going to start posting that. We're going to start, no, we not. Because we walking on eggshells from, we can't go crazy. We can't go crazy for a while, y'all. We can't go crazy.
Then, just to downplay the whole thing, he added, "These guys are in shambles." Before Drake could even drop a response diss track, Kendrick was already ahead with Not Like Us. And another thing that set the internet on fire about the song was the cover art, which showed an image of Drake's Toronto mansion with multiple offender app markers placed over it. Drake quickly denied the accusations, calling them defamatory, but the internet wasn't buying it, especially when an old clip from 2011 resurfaced. In the video, Drake is seen kissing a 16-year-old girl on stage. Midway through, he suddenly paused and said he doesn't want to get arrested. Then after asking for the girl's age,
Nah, she was 7. I think she was 7. She wasn't, that's false. That's false.
and realizing she's a minor, he gave one of the weakest excuses ever, saying her body didn't look that age.
What's your name? Tia. Where you from? Y'all make some noise for Tia from Denver, y'all.
That bruised. What really had Drake salty?
Y'all gonna have me getting carried away again. I get in trouble for shit like this. How old are you?
Is the crowd saying "oh" or is they saying "boo"? It's like a mixture. This is the hypocrisy right here, man. Come on, man. What's up? What's up? Why ain't nobody fighting in front of his face? Cause they there. They want to hear. Ooh. They want to hear Drake. They there for Drake. Drake.
But let's be real, what really had Drake salty about Not Like Us wasn't just the accusations about him being into minors, it was the song's massive success. Drake saw himself as the greatest.
Hey, that's messed up, Petty Show. You said that the joint was 16. Nah, the joint was 17. I mean, I don't know why y'all put that in there like that. I don't know why y'all put that in there like that.
But Kendrick basically told him to stop playing, and that bruised his ego. Since Drake couldn't sue Kendrick directly, he had to go after UMG instead, which just so happens to be the parent company of Kendrick's label. But here's the thing, Drake knew his hands weren't exactly clean. And as the saying goes, he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. That's exactly what UMG argued, stating that the rap battle between Drake and Kendrick was purely for entertainment and not an intentional smear campaign against him. But Drake's legal team wasn't buying it. They fired back, saying, UMG is masquerading as a champion of artistic freedom by calling its actions merely entertainment. But there is nothing entertaining about PDF or child abuse in the real world. They continued, we are confident that the evidence we will ultimately present at trial, including information we've already learned and continue to receive since filing the lawsuit, will expose UMG's gross prioritization of its own corporate profits and executive bonuses over its exclusively signed artists' well-being and the truth. According to Drake, since he had signed an exclusive contract with UMG, they were also meant to protect his reputation, but they didn't. People have had mixed reactions to the whole Drake versus UMG situation. A lot of people are siding with Kendrick, calling Drake a colonizer for pulling such a corny move with this lawsuit. But Drake's defenders, especially Kendrick's critics, are trying to spin it differently, arguing that this lawsuit isn't really about Kendrick. It's about artists reclaiming their power. And that's not all. They're also saying, in today's digital world, artists don't need labels the way they used to, and they believe UMG conspired against Drake through Kendrick, just like labels have done to other superstars who tried to break free, like Kanye and Tory Lanez. But y'all, what are your thoughts on
No, she didn't just say Tory Lanez. No, she didn't just say Tory Lanez.
like Kanye and Tory Lanez? But y'all,
what we got so far, y'all? We got Pusha T. What else? What else? The one we got? Pusha T. Who else? We got Snap Dogg for Snoop Dogg. We got Tory Lanez. We got a new one, y'all. We got Tory Lanez. Wow.
what are your thoughts on this whole situation between Drake, Kendrick, and UMG? Do you think Drake is really going to see this lawsuit through to the end, or is he going to wave the white flag and call a ceasefire soon?
I don't know. Because in his mind, he probably thinking, okay, the Super Bowl is over now. The coast is clear. That's what he probably thinking. The coast is clear. I could go ahead and just chill right now. You know what I mean? But who knows? What y'all think? Do y'all think Drake is going to follow through with this lawsuit? Is he going to follow through with this lawsuit? Or is he going to be like, yeah, the Super Bowl over now. You know what I mean? I'm going to chill for a minute, relax. Then I'm going to pop out. You know what I mean? Pop out a little later. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Big Kiss signing out. I'm going, y'all.